Hello and welcome to the Mokshita Show. I am Mokshita and I created this channel to share ins and out of business, personal growth, professional growth, and everything in between. If you are someone who is always craving for personal growth tips, self improvement, self love, growth mindset, and you want to know how to create the life which you love and which you never need vacation from, I can help you do that because I am currently living that life which I used to think of few years back that I want to live. So I turned 19 today and I wanted my first video to be specifically about that. So I want to share 19 learnings or 19 lessons I learned in these 19 years. These are specifically from what I've learned, from what I have experienced, and all about my life. Let's dive into the video. So I have curated this list in front of me because I am a girl who journals a lot. So I have just write all of those down and now I'm gonna take one of them one by one. Okay, let's get started. The first one, which I live by, it's not a lesson, it's something I live by. It is, if something is meant for you, it will come to you, no matter how long it will take, no matter it's a relationship, it's health, wealth, finance, anything. If that's meant for you, it will come to you. You just have to believe and let that happen. Because in my personal life, I have seen that happening from manifesting my dream clients to my dream relationship to the dream life. I'm living the life which I used to dream of few years back. So this is the first thing which I have learned, which I'll definitely suggest anyone to believe in. Second is the journey to success is not a straight road. This is really hard to digest, but this is something I have to accept. And it's like just the way sun is not always rising, moon always comes, and moon always goes, and sun always rises. Same way, life can't always have ups, or life can't always have downs. It will always be balance of ups and downs. So you have to be still and let that ups and downs move the life. You just see that what's happening, and once you start saying that if something bad is happening to me right now, but then I know that if it bad's happening, I know the good is coming. So you will be accepting that in every failure which happens is a step which brings you closer to success. Third is, in the midst of conquering the world, hustling and struggling for your life which you want to live, don't forget to live in present, because present is gift. That's what the meaning of present says. It's a gift, so you should enjoy it. You should definitely be grateful for this moment and definitely keep hustling for what you are really want to live for. The fourth one can sound controversial, but this is something I have felt on my own in my own life. It is that the more people you have in your life, the more complications come, and the less people you're surrounded by, the more happier you are. Because a lot of people comes different mindset, different upbringings, and everything. Some like to bitch, some like to talk about negatives, and some are like so much motivated that you get demotivated by them. So it's better to surround yourself with few people who really care about you, who add value to your life, and who are really are very close to your heart, instead of having bunch of people always coming in talking. Prioritize yourself and make yourself available to those who value your energy. Fifth, you don't always have to be happy. You don't have to always be like, oh my god, my life is so beautiful. Some days you can be sad, you can be pathetic, you can be anxious, you can be angry, anything. But what is really important is that you don't forget the positive aspect of life. Like, even if a sad aspect come to your life, instead of saying my life is a mess, I can't do this, or let's say if you're applying for a job and don't get the job, instead of saying I don't deserve that, say that I deserve something better. So if you it's okay for being negative, it's okay being sad, but highlighting that everything God's doing is in your favor, it would really help you. Sixth, which I am learning right now, is even if you think that you have achieved so much, you know a lot, there always something and someone who is much more wiser and who has much more knowledge than you. Always keeps upskilling, always be hungry for knowledge. Never think like, okay, I am now the guru. No, you never can't be the guru, because there's always someone who's making much more money than you, someone who is much more fit than you. Everything what you want to be, there's always someone up. So definitely look for those people and learn from those. Seventh is something which I have experienced in past 1 year, that you can't do anything without the power of God, universe, higher self, whatever you believe in. For me, it's higher self. If I took everything on my hands, I can do this, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll be never able to do that, because eventually everything happens with the power of your higher self, your universe. So whenever you do any task, even a smaller task, just surrender yourself to them. Okay, I was able to do it because I had the strength which God has given me. This will really make you feel much more wiser and much more grateful for the opportunities, and you will attract more opportunities. Eighth, which is a very, trendy topic right now, making money. Let me tell you in clear words, making money is not hard. What is actually the problem? That we think that we don't deserve to make money. Teenagers are having big companies, and even like, it's really easy to make money nowadays. It's just that you have to check out what is your skill, what is something you can get paid for, what is something you can help people with, or what is a problem you can solve, and you can make money. It's just that you have to build that mindset first. You can earn 1 lakh per month, but it will not be consistent because you don't have that mindset. First build the mindset and then think of making money, because your mindset is the first thing you have to work on whenever you think of anything else. Ninth, having a supportive family or a partner can really make or break your game. If you are doing studies, if you are having a business, if you have a family, anything, obstacles comes everywhere. So having a supportive partner or family or environment really cheers you when you are down, or supports you, or wakes you up when you are just like, oh my god, I don't want to do it. So always surround yourself with those supportive people. 10th, which I have really experienced in past 2 years after networking with 100 plus people, that even it's too small number, but still networking is really important. Networking is game changer for anything you are doing. If you are in a business, if you are in a job, if you are a student, if you are a content creator, anything you are, if you are networking with right people or like-minded individuals, you're gonna be ahead than 90% of the people who are not networking, because it broadens your perspective. It gives you a lot knowledge than you can't get from books, YouTube, podcasts, nowhere. 11th, put your life on private mode. This is something I've struggled with to do, because always I was very open, like I was very extrovert. I was just to share my wins to everyone. And I noticed that these are three things: your income, your relationship, and your next move. If you share it with someone, no matter how amazing that person feels about you, it's gonna affect you. And share everything on social media, but in a very smart way, that you are sharing it out, but you are not sharing it out. Hope you understand. 12, which is include God in everything, every move, every action, every connection you build. Include God everywhere, because nowadays chanting, meditating, or talking to God, building connections, or connecting with your higher self is something really important in today's world, because that really makes you feel concentrated, calm, and peaceful, and connecting with that someone who is higher than us, the God, the universe. It really helps you see the things which you can't see just by being, like, okay, I can do everything on myself. So definitely include something like meditation, chanting, connecting with God in your routines, because that really helps. 13th, never mix personal and professional relationship. After working with 20 plus businesses, and when I started initially, I was so weird that I literally make used to make my clients my friends. I used to share about my personal problems to them, and it really broke our business relationship. We broke our boundaries. We were not, very compatible in business anymore, because we were just always very casual. So it's really good to build personal connection with your clients, your colleagues, your like people who you work with, but never go in that personal level, because that's gonna reduce your value. You will not be that much, what we say, professional in front of them, and then you will definitely see a downfall in your business, or in that relationship, that both professional relationship. 14th, creating boundaries for yourself and your boundaries to for others. So basically what I mean is, saying no is very common. Nowadays everyone has learned to say no, but in a subtle way. Every time we prioritize others over us, which is really good, but a lot of times we just forget to focus on our own growth, on our own things which really are important to us, and which really matters in our life. So instead of, saying yes to everything, your friends, your family, to every family function, to anything which is not adding value to your life, but just you think, because that person is really close to me, I have to work. Start creating boundaries. Create small boundaries. Maybe one boundary can be that, okay, if I'm not feeling good right now, no one can pressurize me to share things, because I really want to put it to myself. It can be different for everyone. 15th, coming out of your comfort zone, which is really something we all avoid, because who doesn't like to stay in bed and, or living the very comfortable luxurious life, but that kills you in long term. So coming out of a comfort zone can be simply like, if you are an introvert, talking to someone out on a stationery shop, or someone, greeting someone out in public. This can be very small aspect, but at that moment you feel so confident that you'll be like, oh my god, did I do that? So they can be small steps. For me, coming out of comfort zone was to waking up early and not taking my phone and making my bed, because I'm really ridiculous when it comes to making my bed. So now I have built that habit and I really feel confident enough to speak like, okay, come out of a comfort zone, because I have done that. That's why I'm easy. I can speak that. 16, making a routine, because I will not say that, wake up at 5 a.m., read a book, do meditation, this, that, all those sophisticated. What I did to make my routine, it's simply starting your day on a positive note. So something, or something, which makes you feel, give you the feeling of achievement. So what I do is, whenever I wake up in morning, I make my bed and take a bath. This is something I've just included in my routine. Nothing else is, set up right now. Sometimes I'll be reading book till 12 p.m., and sometimes I'll be working till 7 p.m. straight. It really depends. But this is one thing which I've included, because these two tasks gives you sense of achievement. So you are very active to do the next task and win the day. 17 is something my mom wants me to add into this video, is that keep going no matter how hard your life becomes, no matter how ridiculous situations become, or how many obstacles you face, you have to keep going. Sometimes even if you don't know that if it's the right direction or not, but still keep going, because this is what she tells me every time when I'm stuck. I feel like I want to just give up, because everyone has that phase. So what she always tells me is, Muksha, keep going. It's a situation, it will pass away, but if you'll stop right now, you will not be able to reach where you want to reach. So this is something I also say, that keep going no matter what happens. 18th, this is for people who fight a lot. Okay, it's really normal to, get into fights with your parents, your partners, anyone. Like, it can be anyone you get into fight with. But instead of fighting back constantly and making the argument a very big deal, just stay silent at that moment and just ask that person where you had fight with, let's talk after an hour. Don't take more than an hour, but then after an hour you'll be much more calm. You will have that, realization what really happened, and then you can sort it out. And another thing in this is that never refer those conversations as you did that, I am right. Instead, say like, we have to solve it. It should always be we versus the problem. So this is something which will help you in making your relationships more stronger. 19th, which is something, and 19th is about social media. Everything you see on social media is not always right. You will see people making a lot of money, you will see people being in a very beautiful shape, but you don't know the reality. Sometimes they are really doing that, but everyone has just their own struggles. No one is living that aesthetically, pictured life in real life. Very basic examples, if we talk about, everyone poops. Simple. It's not the pleasing part, but that's really normal. So we have to accept that, our life is really beautiful, and don't compare your life with something on social media, because this will really make you feel bad about yourself. You'll get insecure. Instead, learn from these people. If you see someone, getting into the beautiful shape, and you also want to do that, join the gym, but don't join it because she did it. No, you join it because you want to do it. So these are the 19 learnings which I really want to share, and I want to start my YouTube channel on this note of sharing these learnings. So if you find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and share your favorite part of the video in the comments below, and stay tuned for next video. It will be a guest video with someone sharing insightful strategies and everything around your mind, body, and soul. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.